A lot of people think this would be a defensive battle. Jets got one of the best defenses in the league. Do you look at this at all as a measuring stick, for the defense, your defense going up against theirs?
No, it's not our defense against theirs. It's our team against theirs, and we're excited to come out, and we're fired up as a team right now. So we just got to keep stacking good practices this week and leave our hearts on the field on Sunday night.
How often do you play through injuries that painful throughout your career, or does this one kind of stand alone?
No, I would not say it was up there with the hardest injuries I've had to play through. Playing with the cast presents certain challenges, especially being a linebacker who uses his hands so frequently. So it was challenging, but pain-wise, it was not. We've had more painful injuries for sure.
So I have to ask, what was worse?
We'll keep that private.
Gotcha.
Did it happen on a tackle, or did it?
Yeah, it happened early in the game on Monday Night Football. Originally thought I had dislocated my fingers. Later to find out after the game that we had broken bones. So once we got that taken care of, we're good going forward.
Do anything to help your rhythm or any kind of momentum heading into Sunday's game against the Jets?
I just try to be available at any point. I think Aiden did a good job of commanding, the huddle and commanding the offense and getting the ball to who was open. So it was a good job by him.
Some of the loudest the stadium got was on your couple of catches. Did you notice that, and what was that like?
Not really. I mean, you're just in the moment. I think we had put a few good plays together, and we were kind of moving the ball down the field. It was right after a turnover, so I think fans were excited about the whole team just doing well. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You can't. The NFL is a week-to-week basis. There's always injuries, there's always changes, there's coaching changes, player changes, all things like that. But the teams that win are the teams that stay locked in, stay together, and stay healthy. And luckily for the most part right now, we're in that position. We're 4-5. We win again, we be back to 500. Going into the real heart of the season. So we just got to stick together, take it one at a time, literally one day at a time, and just improve. And when Sunday gets here, we put it all on display.
Max, we asked AP this morning about changing culture. Can a culture change after the season?
It's happened before. When the thing happened a few years back, we became closer as a team, just naturally with all the crazy shit going on around us. So, it was a similar situation, and nobody was expecting it to happen. But as you can see, everyone's re-energized, everyone's excited. And we just want to win and have fun doing it. So I feel like people are feeling that and buying into it.
Spill just said that felt like the biggest win of his career, period. How did that one feel to you?
Yeah, it was great for many reasons. It was an incredible moment. We had an awesome time. Didn't matter who we're playing, whatever it was. It was just all right, we're starting fresh. It was like a new season. So the guys are fired up, and I love all these guys in the locker room. We're sticking together, and we just got to keep improving.
Coach wants to look at focusing on the run defense and getting Chris Hall, stopping him, and also Dalvin Cook, Mike Carter. How do you guys begin to do that as a unit? How do you put the focus on the run game?
It really comes down to just mentality and details. You can't jump around blocks. You can't guess what's going to happen. You got to just trust your keys and dominate and win your one-on-ones, and that's what it comes down to. So we got to do a better job up front. It starts with us and the front four, front five. So we just got to keep getting better. But I feel like we're moving in the right direction. But for us, we got to go out there and show it and show that we can stop the run consistently.
While you're kind of on the topic of Sauce, what were some things when you were there? I know he came in, he was undersized, and then became what he became. What was it like competing against him? Do you have any good stories just about going up against him like that?
Yeah, he just, like I said, man, he's a dog. So how he goes out there, his whole mentality is he wants to put you in the cooler, on the sideline of the coolers. You know what I mean? And he's just very student of the game. So funny memories. I can remember. So he was a boundary corner for us in college. He was on the field, and we're both freshmen out there. And for some reason, I was weighed out, split out. At X, weighed out, split out, and they threw a go ball. He's off 15 yards. But they just threw a go ball out there for some reason. I'm just running, and I remember I caught it. And one thing about him is if he gets beat, he'll explain the whole rest of the day of why that play happened. This happened, So it'd be funny because as time went on, and as he became who he became, we had guys like Alec Pierce, Michael Young, like Tyler Scott. We had guys, NFL guys who would go against, and like it'd be the funniest thing. Whenever he gives up a play, you're gonna hear about it for the rest of the day why he gave it up. It's just like we lost, you know what I mean? So, but funny dude, man, and just silly.
So if you make a play against them, on Sunday, you think you're gonna get a text from him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, I trained with him. I was actually with him before I came out here to Vegas, and like I said, we're like this. So like, I know I'll joke around with him or something like that. I told him, I'm like, hey, if something happens, because I told him like I lift my hamstrings a lot. He doesn't like to do that. His legs are like this. So I told him like, hey, lift the hamstrings. I'm like, that's why you're not running. So. I'm gonna run. If I run by him, like I told you, you get in the gym and lift those hamstrings. So he'll find that funny because I told him, I'm gonna tell you that. So hopefully I get to do that.
Now with the change at quarterback, obviously Aiden is a guy that you've been with since rookie OTAs. Not saying it's a better situation, but do you think you've been a little bit more at ease with someone that you've been with for as long as you have since you've been here?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I can remember going out there Aiden. I mean, head spinning. I'm looking around. It's our first NFL game. You can't really ask him nothing because this is his first game as well. So a guy like that, you'd say you've been at war with. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of reps with him in fall camp and obviously the preseason game. So yeah, I know we've built a really good bond. We throw out to practice for, we'd be the last ones out there for days and days. Obviously it's different now. It's practice and things happen, but definitely for sure, man. Bright guy, leader. I just love his work ethic, and I definitely feel that way for sure.
I think that if you say that you're reaching the peak, that means it's just downhill from here on out. I don't believe that. I don't see there's any reason why I can't continue to improve. There's plenty of things that I still feel like I can get better at and continue to improve on. So I wouldn't say there's any theoretical peak. A peak is really just what you establish it as.
When I say peak, I mean, do you think that you're starting to get to the point in your career where you're playing your best football as a punter?
I'm always going to think that my best football is ahead of me. So no.
I know that record is going to be up there in the NFL for a while. How did that feel for you?
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't know that I did it until a couple hours after the game. One of our media guys texted me and told me it's not something that I ever even, I didn't know what the record was or who had it. Or it's not something that I had set as a goal if I want to accomplish this. But in hindsight, it's really cool that I got to do it. I think it's I think it's a record that belongs in the Raiders organization with a history of punters here, and so I'm happy that I was able to get it.
How'd you figure out that you had broke the record? Did somebody tell you? Or
yeah, somebody texted me. One of our media guys, Joe, texted me.
Nice.
Complimentary football. That's something that has been thrown around there, and you guys are a big part of that. Daniel having his 3 field goals, you with the big punts, Jacob with the snaps. How cool did it feel getting that win where just a win where you guys weren't suffering at the end?
Yeah, it meant a lot, obviously, to a lot of guys. And I think to just go out there and play our brand of football was really rewarding. And yeah, complimentary football is something we talk about a lot around here. And obviously with us being specialists, that's kind of the hill we die on. That's kind of what our goal is each and every week, is to give the team as good a field position as possible. That's kind of really our only opportunity to impact the game on game day. And so to see that pay off and to see the field position thing play out is always it's always awesome when it happens that way.